So, if you're a current Amazon seller or someone who's aspiring to start selling on Amazon, this might be the most important video that you watch throughout the entire year. And when I first saw this, what I'm about to touch on, so if you're a current seller or someone who is aspiring to sell, so if you're a current seller or someone who is about to start selling on Amazon, this might be the most important video that you watch throughout the entire year because Amazon FBA and the Amazon Marketplace is changing forever. And when I first saw this, or this got brought to my attention, I knew I had to make a video on this for everyone because it is insanely crucial. So I'm going to be using this article to go down step by step to touch on everything. And as we go through it, as we go through the entire article, there's more and more tidbits that pop up that dive into this. Okay. So as you can see here from the title, Amazon seller registration, new sellers, has hit a decade low. Okay. So what I consider the all-time boom, the golden age of Amazon of new people selling on the marketplace. And if you're currently selling, you know exactly what I'm talking about, is that 2021 to 2022, even 2020 time period when a ton of new sellers in the US started building this business and the marketplace started to get flooded. But it's drastically changing for the first time in Amazon's history of the business. Okay. So check this out right here. Amazon seller registration fell to just 165,000 in 2025, the lowest in a decade. So new people who are jumping on the marketplace is actually declining. Now, your first reaction to this, and this was my first reaction to this, is that Amazon is dead. Amazon FBA is dead forever, and there's something that's critically going wrong. And that's extremely important to me considering my entire business is done on Amazon, and I've been selling on for 4.5 years on the marketplace. So it was alarming when I first heard about this. But check out this other sentence here in this paragraph, short paragraph. Reflecting fewer newer entrants as the platform increasingly rewards established, well-capitalized sellers. Now, that's extremely important as we go through the entirety of this because it kind of takes a twist on that initial sentence of thinking we have trouble if you're going to be starting to sell on Amazon or if you're currently selling on Amazon. Okay, so check this out. It's a signals a fundamental shift in the marketplace's dynamics. So even with 9.7 million registered sellers across the world, opportunities now favor those who can manage fees, tariffs, and ad campaigns to scale. The platform's evolving rules make trial and error approaches nearly impossible. So the people who are jumping on the marketplace, opening accounts on a daily basis to try to start a reselling business of probably what you see online and the news and whatnot, it's becoming nearly impossible, this article says, to make that happen anymore. The sellers without advanced tools or operational experience struggle to compete in categories that once supported side income businesses. So all the articles or the ads that you see online of the best side hustle of 2022, the best side hustle of 2024 is slowly starting to dwindle away, all right? So check out this shift now. The lowest annual total since the marketplace began tracking in 2015. This 44% drop of new sellers jumping on from 2024 reflects a platform increasingly favored established, well-capitalized operators over new entrants, like I mentioned. But now you might be thinking, you see Amazon, you see the trucks everywhere, you see them in all of these retailers, these stores, you see their warehouses all over the world at this point in the smallest countries that you can possibly imagine. What is happening to Amazon? Is Amazon literally dying? But if you look at this right here, Amazon's third-party GMV, so essentially third-party means independent sellers like you or I or other people you see out there, and GMV stands for essentially revenue, reached an estimated $305 billion in the US and $575 billion globally. And the traffic per seller, meaning the amount of clicks or website visits on my specific Amazon link, has increased by 31% since 2021. So the revenue is skyrocketing, and the independent reward of each seller is skyrocketing, but the amount of new sellers is going down. So more than 100,000 sellers generated $1 million or annually in 2025. And in 2021, it was 60,000. So the amount of essentially $1 million or seven-figure businesses on Amazon has doubled since 2021, while the trend of the amount of new sellers is starting to go down, which these don't really intertwine with each other. You would think that as new sellers jump on, new opportunities, new businesses, that there would be, even more $1 million businesses. That's what I first thought, right? And there's 235 sellers who reached $100 million or more, which is remarkable. So this seller metrics, this gets really, really good here, reveals changes in Amazon's opportunity. It doesn't mean that Amazon is dying. It means that there's a massive change in the opportunity. So like I mentioned, the per seller dynamic or per seller click rate has risen from 31%, signaling that fewer sellers now capture more customer attention. And this is something that when I first started, and really in 2025, it's first started to happen in the early parts of 2025, because as I spoke with other people in the industry and networking and whatnot, I started to see this trend come about a little bit, right? So what you're really starting to see is the less amount of competition, less amount of price tanking, the easier ability to buy from suppliers and knowing that tools and softwares out there exist, even like AI. But there's a whole competition paradigm shift that's pretty remarkable. And this what kind of got me right here. The number of active sellers, so current people who are active and ready to sell, have an open catalog on the Amazon marketplace, dropped by over 700,000 sellers in just a year, from 2.4 million to 1.65 million, reducing numeric competition but raising the bar for operational execution. So that means people who are vetted into this business, who have an actual business model, good systems, good process. And I don't mean actual business by, only doing wholesale or only doing the distributor or brand direct route. I mean people who have systems, process, to take it seriously, invest into the business and whatnot. It's becoming easier and better. And I've said this since day one, that getting into the Amazon space is like chewing glass, right? It's essentially very difficult if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have the tools. And this is just supporting this, all right? So look at this table right here, because they break it down on a really good level from 2021 to 2025. And this, is specifically hits home to me because I started the business in 2021. So the traffic per seller in 2025 is up 31%. So increased visibility for sellers with optimized listings. $1 million sellers went up almost double, a 67% change, right? And that's in third-party sellers. That's not Amazon, that's not the brands, that's third-party sellers. And the amount of active sellers from 2021 went down by 700,000. So when I said here it was in only a year, it was in the course of 4 years. But that's still remarkable. It reduced numeric competition and higher operational expectations. And the new seller registrations, as we know, is going down. So the entry is more challenging. Strategic positioning matters. And you can see it time and time again in this entire article that continue to say that strategic positioning matters more than ever. So what Amazon seller registration trend means for your business. The decline in new Amazon seller registration reflects a marketplace that increasingly favors operational sophistication over volume. Sellers must strategically and optimize every aspect of their Amazon account to remain competitive. Now, like I said a number of times throughout this entire video, this is a massive, massive, exciting shift for people who are in the business, solidified, or just getting started in the business. Because you could really take this in two ways. You could say, wow, it's getting really hard for new sellers to start, so I'm never gonna start and I'm gonna run away from it. Or you can look at it the fact that, okay, if I get started, the competition on the entire marketplace is coming down, but if I do it the right way, if I learn it the right way by just watching videos or taking in the right information from people in the industry, then I'm gonna be in this business forever, for a very long time, having stability. Now, I wish I had some sort of pie chart or graph here that showed Amazon's revenue increasing, but the amount of new sellers decreasing, because this would make you jump through the screen and have you start working on the business today. Because never in a million years would anybody have predicted, other than me having a small feeling, I guess you could say, a few years ago, that the number of new sellers with population rising, with entrepreneurship rising, with Amazon FBA rising, the new sellers going down, but the revenue is continuing to skyrocket. And I think this is what Amazon actually wants. They want people who actually want to build this business, who actually want to do things properly, get good invoices, buy from a proper supplier that Amazon can verify, even if it's an OA retailer like PetSmart or whatnot, that they can trust and make sure that all the inventory is authentic and whatnot. And the marketplace continues to grow. So it's going to Amazon's plan exactly And it's just absolutely remarkable that this even exists, that seller registration is going down. So if you are building this business or looking to build this business, it shows you or gives you that reminder and hint that there's no better time to quadruple down into Amazon FBA, learn all of the information that you can, get to a really stable point in the business so that things can start to grow, because just by being on the marketplace, your business is gonna grow. The amount of traffic and demand from every single product continues to grow, even if you don't own the brand, even if you don't work directly with the brand and buying the product, that just traffic is going up. And it's just happening with the e-commerce industry in itself by people are flocking to something they can trust with Amazon to purchase from. So this is something absolutely remarkable, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think on this and what your plan is to and how to act on Amazon FBA, whether you're building the business or about to get into it, because this is something that's so exciting for everybody who's in this industry, and you should literally want to jump through your screen right now to start the business in the right way by taking in information or asking people, and get ready to, be a part of Amazon's rocket ship that's going to continue to go up with less competition. It's literally blowing my mind that, we're lucky enough to be in a space where this even exists. So let me know in the comments below of what you guys think, and I'd be happy to have some sort of dialogue and chime in and be excited about the future of Amazon together.